Hello, everybody. We are here for B&K Book Club Sprints. And I have a confession. If you were on Katie Sprints, you already know this. I may have started Powerless already. I may have started this afternoon.
I'm shocked.
Kelsey did it to me last month. I've done it, although you were much further than I am.
Yes.
You finished on Sprints, didn't you? Engagement party or
close? I was close to, if not. Yeah.
Close. So I'm only, where am I? 82 pages in. I'm 82 pages in.
And that's fair.
Powerless. We are going to be reading Powerless on these sprints. You can join us reading Powerless, or if you don't want to read Powerless, that's totally fine. You can read whatever you want to read. These sprints are for everybody, but we will be slightly discussing Powerless. It will be spoiler free though. The spoilers will be on the Discord. So that's pretty much it. Normally I would say, Kelsey, tell us what you're doing, but you're doing the same thing I'm doing.
Well, actually, I may finish. So everyone, I'm still reading for Sly Wins. Yes, I know. Like, it's been a week. I'm liking it, but I just haven't had time to read. So I may actually finish that up because I think I only have like 60 pages left. And then, because, I mean, we're not starting at the same time now, which is fine. So it's now fine. I don't feel guilty about doing that. So now that works out well. But I was feeling like guilty if I went. Yeah. So, and then I'll jump over to this. And then I'm also going to make banana bread at some point in the evening. So.
Ooh, I did that yesterday.
Nice. I know. I saw somebody. It wasn't you posted, I don't think.
No, I didn't.
Someone posted it. I was like, okay, it's time. I need to make banana bread. I haven't made it in months. So.
I think it was because during TBR-thon sprints last week, everyone was making banana bread on like either Saturday or Sunday.
Someone. And
I was like, I need that. So I made it yesterday because we got so much snow.
Oh, we're like, it's perfect here. It's all melting now. It's like going to be +1, +2 next week. No snow. So loving it.
I love that for you. I got 40 centimeters of snow yesterday.
Oh, wow.
I'm getting another like 20 to 40 today.
Okay.
And I'm over it.
It's either coming out my way or it's just gonna.
It's going Newfoundland way. It's going the other way.
Perfect. So we should have an early summer at this rate.
So I'm just in all the snow. It's fine. Hello, Kay. Had a lazy TV day. Time to read and finish 11/22/63. Nice. That's a big one. Hello, Claire. Popping in to say hello before I go to bed. Managed to finish A Fragile Enhancement by Allison Saft and gave it 4 stars. Good night, Claire. Thanks for popping in. Halfway through Vicious, hoping to finish it today. Hopping over from Katie's sprints, I will be reading Get a Life, Chloe Brown, and getting a few household chores completed. I loved this book. It's one of my 5 stars in the series. I 5-starred the first 2 books in the series and then gave Eve a 4, which is still fantastic. So. I'm sure a lot of you are here from Katie's Sprints. I was in Katie's Sprints all day today, and Katie sent everybody over because Katie's the best. Probably will be reading Yellowface. I hope you're enjoying this. We both love this book.
What did you give it in the end? 4 or 5?
4.5.
Okay, I gave it 4. Because I don't do half, but it would have been 4.5.
Yeah. I gave it 4 in the vlog, but then the week after that is when I decided to start doing 5-star or 0.5 stars. So I went back and adjusted it because it was a 4.5. I just wasn't giving 0.5s at the time. Already read Powerless, but reading Foxglove King for the same vlog. So it counts, right? Laura, I feel like we're almost doing the same vlog because I'm vlogging both of these books this week too. We are having accidental buddy reads, Laura. Are you liking Foxglove King? Let me know. I'm nervous about that one because I liked For the Wolf and For the Throne. But I know this one's not a retelling series, so I'm concerned. Hello, Katie. Yes, we are here to read. We are here together. Friends again.
Yeah.
After a month of I never knew we'd ever be part of a
controversy.
Yeah. We're part of a controversy we didn't even mean to.
Yeah, it kind of spiraled a little not out of control. I'm acting like we're in the newspaper or something. No. But like I didn't expect that response, and now everyone's like reading Icebreaker. So
Yeah, everyone is. I've been tagged in so many TBRs for February reading Icebreaker. I feel like Hannah Grace's team must be like, why is everyone buying why all of a sudden is there an uptick in Icebreaker sales? And they don't
I'm
even know.
technically promoting it, even though I don't like it. So because
You
I'm
made so many people read a book you don't
yeah.
like. It's kind of funny. Reading Serpent in the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent for February book prompt for Book a Month. Same. I'm reading this too this week. I wonder if people can guess what vlog I'm doing by the fact that I'm reading Powerless, Serpent, and The Foxglove King. What could I be doing? This one is only on there because, well, first of all, I've been wanting to read it. Rainey loved it, but also it was sped up into my TBR because of the Bookemon prompt. I was like, I need vampires, Serpent. So excited to read with everyone tonight, eating a salad right now, but we'll jump into the book shortly. Steph, what are you reading? Are you reading Powerless with us or are you
I
reading something
think
else?
so.
I think so too, but then I'm like, maybe I'm wrong. Hello, Nina. Hello, Coda. I don't know the answer to this question. I think Katie is reading Powerless, but might be reading Crescent City 3.
Yeah, I think
I'm not
I
sure.
don't know now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, me neither. Hello, Jean, heading out for sushi, but we'll come back and start a new book for girl bands when I get back, probably Beyond the Bright Lights. Nice. I don't know Coda? We're throwing that question to you because I don't even I'm like, what is it? Hello, glad someone's sprinting while I'm snowed in. We are in the same province in the same snowstorm, so can relate.
And Jean and I are probably both, because Jean and I are not far. I'm assuming
Exactly.
the weather is similar. We're just like loving life right now.
I love that for you. We love that for you, but we are having snow. Katie hasn't decided yet. Katie, read Powerless. Read it with us.
I need somebody to start with me. Well, I guess Steph hasn't started yet either. So
I'm only 80 pages in.
no,
I only read it for 2 of Katie's sprints. 2 sprints.
I think it's a fast read too. I don't want to like over, but it's 500 pages, right? So we'll see.
Yeah. It's long because also the print is very small. I'm like, for a YA, I expect a larger font.
Yeah.
Hello, Bethany. I'm back from my winter getaway, about to make dinner and try to get the kiddos back on track after a long out of routine weekend. Hello, Jen. Just got home from work, got a glass of wine, and my hubby is making dinner. That sounds perfect. Reading either The Bandit Queens or These Violent Delights. No, she's awful. June is the worst.
She is literally the worst. The whole time I'm like, what are you doing now? What are you thinking?
Worst. Although that is the point. Like that's the point of the book. So written the way it was meant to be written, but June is awful. Any reading I will manage will be Gardens of the Moon. Hello, Amber. Is anyone listening to the audiobook? Yes. And yes, it is good. It is a dual narrator. So there's 2 perspectives in this book. There's Peyton and Kai, and they each have their own respective narrator. And both narrators are good. Like there's not one that I'm like, oh, that's kind of an odd way to play it. Like they're both good narrators. So it is a good audiobook. It is on Everand if people want it. And their library has quite a bit, because mine did.
I'm just thinking is it on Spotify? Because a lot of people have Spotify. I'm going to check that. Keep going.
It might be, but it's over 15 hours.
Ooh. Yeah, you're right.
You're not on there. Listen to the whole thing.
Yeah, it is on there, but yes.
Which is
17
so
hours.
You should at least be able to have one full audio.
Wait, but I feel like most people like speed it up a little.
I don't think that counts. I think it's like 15 at regular speed.
Okay, see, I haven't tried the audiobook function yet, so
I think I haven't either, but I think that's what I heard from somebody else.
Okay.
Also, hello, Sydney. Banana bread yesterday. Ooh, with
okay, now I'm craving it even more. Like I need to get it in. I haven't even started it, and I want to eat it, even though it takes like what, almost an hour basically in the oven.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
We had the warmest winter getaway in years, considering it was earlier in the year than usual. With Kelsey, I will be finishing my first book and then starting Powerless. So you and Nina might start it at the same time, depending on how long it takes to finish your books. Hello, Glenda, reading Sex, Lies, and Sensibility by Nikki Payne, a retelling of Jane Austen's classic novel Sense and Sensibility. Nice. Hello, Allie. How are you? And yes, we are just starting. This is the first chatty bit, the first sprint, and we'll do at least 3. We'll see what time that is, and then we'll go from there. But we'll probably do 3 1-hour sprints. But again, we'll play that by ear as we go through the night. But we'll do at least 3. Enjoying it. Very good. Hope everyone is well, sorting books and maybe reading and boop the like. Thank you so much, Christina. Getting cold where I live, not snow cold, but it's going to rain for the week. But sometimes cold rain is like awful to be out in. Like it just like hits you and attacks you.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And it's been so gloomy here. I don't know if it's been gloomy there, but we got a little bit of sun today, but other than that, it's been 2 weeks without sun. And it's driving me up the wall.
Yeah, that gray, like the gray outside.
And I'm like, I want to get some book content, but the lighting's so bad. And it's just, yeah.
Laura, this is for the Foxglove King, I think, that you got accidentally spoiled by the Goodreads summary. I hate when they put too much in the synopsis. I hate that. Hello, Patricia, reading Forever Interrupted by Taylor Jenkins Reid at 80% and hoping to finish it in the first sprint. I think you can do that. Hello, Cool Gamer. Kelly is reading an old B&K Book Club book. We read this October? Maybe?
Yeah, I think September, October, sometime in the fall.
Sometime in the fall.
Yeah.
I loved it. I don't remember what Kelsey thought.
No, I did like it. I think I gave it a 4. It was really good. It wasn't quite a 5, but 4 for sure.
I gave it 5, but I devoured that book.
Oh yeah, you like loved it. I loved it. I thought it was really unique, and I honestly could probably reread it because of how like many details I already forget and how crazy it was. Yeah, I could probably.
And I think you'd see a lot the second time around.
Yeah,
knowing what it is. But I started that. We started it at like 7:00 at night, and I think I was done by noon the next day. Like,
yeah, you flew through it.
House of Flame and Shadow. We'll be getting the roll of read board ready, so I'll be cutting some cards up during the talking bit. Yay! I have those printed. I need to cut them and then film that at some point this week. You are reading Powerless. Are you just starting it, Steph, or have you already started?
I think Steph said that
just starting.
You were starting it, yeah, just starting the book, and then you were like, "Which book?" Yeah,
so there we go. We'll piece it all together, everyone.
It's hard to get all the details and remember them.
Sometimes we try our best to remember what everyone's doing, but at some points, it does start to be like, I forget. Hello, Morgane. We'll be reading One Corpse Too Many by Ellis Peters. Also reading Crescent City 3 for my February Bookemon prompt. It has felt like spring for the last 2 days. I'm jealous, Jean, of you and Kelsey with your spring.
It's coming to us, I'm sure.
Hello, Aoife. 11 p.m. here, but I'm reading Babel. I love this for you. I'm so excited that you're reading Babel. The cringiest part so far was the phone in the microwave. Oh.
Yellow face.
For yellow face. I was like, the phone in the microwave. For a second, I was thinking Powerless, and I was like, I don't think they have phones. Like it's a fantasy book. I was like, what? Definitely yellow face. That makes sense. Packing for a work trip and listening to American Queen by Vanessa Miller. I was like, what?
The whole book, I was like,
honestly,
what?
That is the reaction that you have for most of Yellow Face. Is just going like, what?
Yeah.
Tell the names of the main characters that Powerless may not be for me, but I hope you guys have a blast. That's fair. I know we haven't, I think, is this our first fan row?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because we always did thrillers and then we kind of brought in some romance, but
we have done a couple fantasy like the Atlas 6.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Not very many though.
No, it's
Um,
very much been mostly thrillers. But
mostly
we're trying to
thrillers.
kind of mix others.
But when we asked everyone in the Discord what they wanted to see this year,
Yeah.
it wasn't just Fanro. It was this book. This book was requested multiple times, and we both wanted to read it anyway. So
Yeah. I
it
was
didn't
actually
take much
planning to read it the
convincing.
first couple months, so this worked out perfectly.
It did not take much convincing to get us to
Yeah.
read Powerless. It really didn't. Just starting. Been wearing flip flops in
Minnesota.
Minnesota in February. I'm not mad about it. I was like, I don't know the state's abbreviation.
I know some, not all.
Hello, reading The Walking Dead Compendium 2. Nice. Started Get a Life Chloe Brown today. A couple people are reading Get a Life Chloe Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Alicia. Planning on starting Heartless tomorrow. Currently reading Bloody Heart back in Sophie Lark's brutal Birthright series this weekend. Nice. I've only read the first one, but I had a good time with this. And I've read a couple other Sophie Larks outside of this series that have not been my favorite. So I think Mafia Romance with Sophie Lark is just like where I'm happiest. Hello, Mona. Reading A Gilded Newport Mystery, 20% done. Nice. Okay, are we ready to read? I never opened the cat because we were talking behind the scenes. So everyone, please hold. Not a timer in sight, everyone. I'm doing so well tonight.
But look at the pretty background.
Kelsey, entertain the people.
Well, like I was just saying, look at the pretty background. We have our new logo up there. Merch is linked below. Correct?
Probably.
And then our book right here. So Brittany did a great job on this background, I would say.
Thank you.
And it's color coordinated too with the purple and green on the back. So.
I absolutely did that on purpose.
Oh, sure.
Hello, Carissa. Now I do have a cat, kind of. I haven't shared it with StreamYard yet. This is what happens when we start talking behind the scenes. But here we go.
Even color coordinated still. So
it's like I planned it. Okay, we are going to go into our first hour sprint, and we will see everyone in an hour. Hello. I finished chapter 15 with like 30 seconds to spare on the timer. And that's page 125 for me in the hardcover edition. I don't know what that is in the paperback.
I think it's actually the same size from what
It could be.
recall.
It could be.
Yeah.
Because mine's, I think, just short of 500 pages, like two pages shorter. And then there's a ton of extra content in the back of the book, which I don't count unless
I think mine's about the same, like 490 something.
497 if you don't count the extra rigmarole.
Yeah.
And I'm liking it so far. I'm liking it.
Good.
It is very Hunger Games. Like it's strongly leaning Hunger Games, which I did not realize going into this that it was.
I'm gonna start it next sprint, so I'm like, I have nothing to say about it yet.
So that's really my main takeaway at this point. It's very obviously influenced by the Hunger Games because I didn't know that going in. So the fact that I like sussed it out so easily, like you can't miss it.
Okay, that's good to know. I'm like almost done. First, I keep mixing up the name. First Lie Wins. I have like maybe 20 pages left, so
it's done. Yeah,
I should. Yeah, so I put banana bread in the oven. That was most of the sprint, like making it and putting it in the oven. It's in the oven now, and it smells so good in here, and I'm like, I can't wait.
I love that. I love when like fresh baking is happening.
I know. So cozy. I love it. So I should be able to finish that, eat some banana bread, and then hopefully get started on this next sprint.
Absolutely. Well, and I knew I was going to be ahead. I did put my thoughts for the first day.
Okay.
In the Discord because I hit that. I only had one chapter to hit that, so I did that. And but like I'm having a good time with it. Like it's a good time.
Well, I'm glad because last month was a miss.
Well, on the sprints, I was having a great time.
Oh, you were, yeah.
I was.
I was not.
If you haven't seen in the Discord for the engagement party, the tail end of that book did not work for me.
Yeah. I think I rated it I rated it a 3, but it might have been a 2.
Yeah, I gave it 2.5, so same, basically.
I'm leaving it at a 3, but it might be lower.
Give it a 2.5 because I was so irritated with it.
Yeah.
Because it was so good. And then I just like it made choices. We had a lot of people join us during that sprint. So let me scroll up to the hellos. Literally as I hit the timer, Mel came. So I was like, oh no, I just missed saying hello to Mel. So I did quickly say hello in the comments. But hello, Mel. Hello, Ro. Finished reading a graphic novel and manga. And someone else asked this question. I know I saw it when I was sitting here. But what manga did you finish? Because I'm new to manga and I'm constantly looking for manga recommendations. So please let me know. Laura popped in and shared some love and hit the like button. Thank you so much. And I hope that you are already having like a good rest and having a good sleep because I know you didn't have a good sleep last night. Also, before we move on, I know that Laura is not here, but Laura posted her first video today.
Okay.
The BookTube newbie tag. So it was very good. It was really, she really explained herself so well in what she wants from the community. And Laura's just fantastic in this community. I've met Laura over the last few months and definitely something to go check out. Maybe Kelsey could even link.
I'm doing that right now.
Thank you, Kelsey. See, teamwork makes the dream work, y'all. And we can support a new booktuber starting their channel because we all know it takes a lot to start a channel. It takes making that decision and learning and growing. And it takes time to learn how to do everything. And we want to support those new people. So that happened today. Hello, Courtney. How are you? And everyone's saying hello to Courtney. Laura got 352 pages into the Foxglove King. I'm glad I'm getting to this week because I have the arc of this book and this book came out last year, like early last year. It's been out for almost 2 years, I think, at this point. Or I don't know, like a year and a half. It's been out for a while. And I really wanted to read this book but I was nervous because I loved the first series by this author so much. Very close to being done. 90%. You got this, Nina. Hello, Kirsty. How are you? 20 pages and then took the cover off, The Serpent and the Wings of Night. It looks better without the jacket. I always take the dust jackets off my hardcovers when I'm reading them, just because it slides around and it
And
drives
I
me
feel like
nuts.
if I damage the book, it's like not that big of a deal. I put the cover on. I actually dropped it all the way down the stairs, and I was like, "Oh wow, it looks fine." And look what actually happened. Oh, right
That's okay
there.
because you'll cover it with the dust jacket.
Exactly.
But also, you're right, because they look pretty without the dust jackets because they always have like some fun surprises. I actually didn't realize this was a printed hardcover until today when I bought it and did not even notice.
I only notice when I like go to read it. I never take the cover off before that,
I
really.
usually will check in the store because I find now, I don't know if you've noticed, but Indigo has 30% off pre-orders happening right now.
Okay.
So I was in doing the things that I shouldn't be doing, but that I was doing. And there is a ton of sprayed edges coming to Canada. And I've noticed this lately that we're all of a sudden getting a ton of sprayed edges. And printed hardbacks and
Yeah,
pretty
that's
books
great.
all of
I
a
need
sudden.
to check some of mine then, because maybe mine have the like not the sprayed edges. Obviously, I would see that, but the actual cover, because I don't take it off until I go to read it.
Right.
So maybe some
Mhm.
I just recently got have it. So
Yeah. I pre-ordered The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo because I've been waiting for the pre-order sale to happen to order that because it's kind of an expensive hardback with sprayed edges. So I was waiting for
yeah, I
this.
need to look into that right now.
I'm sorry the cat scared you. Hello. Cooked and ate dinner, dino nuggets and fries, kids' choice tonight, and read 20 pages of. Kels, help me.
Hold on. Ooh, game. No, I'll get back to you.
I'm gonna scroll to the bottom. Someone might know what it is. No, not yet. We'll figure it out. I should know this. I'm sure as soon as it's said, I'm gonna be like, oh duh.
Oh, Get a Life, Chloe Brown.
Oh, that's exactly what it is.
I didn't guess that. I
See?
googled it.
Good job. Good job, Kels.
I'm not
Still
taking
Googling
credit
it.
because I googled it.
That's fine. That's exactly what it is. I was like, what is this? I feel like acronyms are just like it's a quiz for us.
Yeah. My favorite was TLH, the love hypothesis that we were just talking about that one time, you, me, and Amy. And then we were like, what is that?
That was a funny night because we had literally just talked about it. Like we should have put two and two together, and we definitely didn't. Only here for a little bit. Yes, it must be late where you are. Not reading the book club book, but wanted to help with the stream views, etc. Thank you so much. And that's totally okay. You do not have to be reading Powerless. Mostly shown by the fact that Kelsey isn't even reading Powerless.
No, and this is spoiler free, just to remind everyone.
Always.
Like, we will not like say anything
100%. The
related.
spoilers.
Well, I can't because again, I haven't started yet, but I will be starting and totally spoiler free in here.
Absolutely. Got to 19%. Just joining and just starting Book Lovers by Emily Henry. Not typically a romance reader, so I'm excited to see how this goes. Do you typically read contemporary fiction? Because I would not call Book Lovers a romance anyway. It's a contemporary fiction with a romance subplot.
I've only read Happy Place by Emily Henry, but I do hear that they're all kind of the same.
I think this one was more not a romance.
Okay.
People We Meet on Vacation, I read, and that's more of a romance by far.
Yeah.
Than Book Lovers was. On chapter 6 of Powerless, and I'm really enjoying the audiobook. The audiobook is good. They have some good narrators for the audiobook.
I may need to listen then.
It's a good audiobook, and I do appreciate that it's got dual narrators because I hate when it's just one person narrating for two perspectives. It's just not it. Switching between a few books, but making a bit of progress in each. One for Bookemon, one for girl bands, and one for both. Nice. 50%. Got to chapter 4. I also just found out my coworker is a Swiftie, so we're discussing Taylor and Travis and the Grammys, etc. I have been in a lot of discussions about Miss Taylor Swift announcing some things potentially at the Grammys. We'll see. We're all watching. I'm also having these conversations. We'll see if she does. Reading a manga called The White and Blue Between. Finished the editing of a 24-hour vlog I recorded yesterday and today for the Faze and Gaze 24-hour readathon, and read 2 books since yesterday. Wow, that's a lot. The Discord is not linked because I probably removed it from the live stream after. I don't put it in my live streams anymore since the bot apocalypse of TBR.
But it's on your videos, I believe, right?
It is. It is linked in all of my videos. It's just not linked on live streams because we had a small issue with bots. So if you go to my hockey romance vlog that came out yesterday, the link for it is in that description box. So it is easy to get to, but it's hard for bots to get to. Got to page 51. Hello, Bree. How are you? What are you up to this evening? And here is Laura's booktube newbie tag video. So something, if you don't want to read in the next print, need a little bit of a break, this is a great thing to watch. Been a while since I've had the energy to read, so let's get some pages done today. Well, I hope we can help you stay motivated. Listening to Library of the Dead. I like it, but I'm not sure about the world building. Okay. This one I've had my eye on, so I'll be interested to see kind of how you make out with it as you go. Just finished dinner not long ago and need to get reading. I'm reading and annotating Hunting Prince Dracula. This series is, if you go on my Goodreads, this is the oldest book on my Goodreads one to read. Not the first book in the series, which is Stalking Jack the Ripper, is the oldest one on my Goodreads. So someday I'll read this. I don't know why I haven't yet because I really do want to. Ooh, Flame and Shadow. We got our new couch in and I'm really liking it. It's got recliners in both ends. It's electric and has USB ports. What a perfect reading area that you now
You'll
have.
fall asleep. I can attest to this because mine's similar and I fall asleep all the time. And my boyfriend gets so mad because every time we try to watch a show or movie, I fall asleep within 20 minutes. So
that kind of makes sense. Need to pick the Fox Club King back up. I got about 15% in and then forgot about it. Gonna pick it up tomorrow, I think. It's on my list for this week. Watched some YouTube and did some washing up. Started The Mimicking of Known Successes tonight. I was wondering if you and Leandra were gonna buddy read this after I watched your TBR videos, and they were both there and watching the Grammys red carpet. Oh, I'm sorry. You've been struggling with head stuff. That's no fun. Been productive in between naps and filmed and edited a load and read a lot today too. Watching Bones and vibing. I love the show, so I feel you on this. Just not feeling the reading and productivity thing. You know what? It's a Sunday night. Who needs to be productive on a Sunday night? We can just relax and hang out. Ooh, journaling during the next sprint. That's fun. It does sound so good. And it's a standalone from Leigh Bardugo. And we all know that I love Leigh Bardugo. Like, I fell in love with Leigh Bardugo this year with 9000 Hellbent. I merged those into its own thing. 9000 Hellbent. And I know that I'm going to love this. So I needed this. And it may be for something else.
That may be, yeah.
What could the familiar be for? That we would both need it.
I was like, I just have to double check before I say something, but I'm pretty sure.
You're like,
we literally said it at the same time. I'm like, I don't want to promise something and I'm remembering wrong.
No, you're remembering correctly. Yes, we're getting so many sprayed edges and flashy covers. I'm very excited about it. A bunch of sprayed edges ones are now coming from the same publisher. I believe so, but I seem to think that there's quite a few of the Simon & Schuster's books also getting sprayed edges and new covers and like printed pages also. So I'm loving it. Yes, we got there. Warm banana bread. Yum.
5 minutes left on the timer. It's almost, I'm going to literally enjoy it right after this.
So what we now know is that we need to get through these comments before the 5 minutes is up so that we can go get banana bread. Didn't read anything, but I did work on my sock. Nice. Chapter 11, the end of chapter 11 is technically today's pages,
80
but
something pages.
yeah, so it's about 80, 90 pages. But realistically, the breakdown in the Discord is more just for us to know where to put our thoughts.
Yeah. Like read at your own pace, get ahead, get behind. No one cares really.
I don't think any of us for a very, very long time have done the actual 5-day breakdown.
And some people read like at a faster pace or slower pace, so I don't want people to feel like you have to read how we do, because we sometimes, well, month to month, we read very different. We're sometimes flying through it and sometimes not. So
I finished the engagement party on the 30th of January. And
you'd think I loved it with how quick I went through it, but
it's true. You read it fast. I took forever.
I was like, let me finish this up. I don't want to read anymore.
Dinner in the next sprint. My work is almost all acronyms. Some days I spend way too much time playing the what does that acronym mean game. Got supper cooked and am. Why did I think that said aim? Anyway, and am just waiting for my husband and daughter to get back from fixing my sister's car. Don't we hate car troubles? I not some. We have mods and stuff now. We didn't go too hard.
It was found because we got a new member, so I think
you can link it. It should be fine.
Way up to you, but I was like, well, we'll just maybe not.
I think it'll be fine. In the chat, I think it'll be fine.
You think so? Do you want me to drop it then, or Bree got it?
I think it'll be fine. Got supper cooked, and I'm just waiting for my husband and daughter to get back from fixing my sister's car. Oh, I did that one already. Love that people like and love Powerless. I tried reading the sample. The writing doesn't hit for me. Needed some more literary. Read the first chapters of Faybound that sprint, and earlier today I got through nearly 70 pages of Eye of the World. Nice. I know that Kate is trying to get caught up on a ton of different Libby loans that are about to get snatched away, and we can all relate to that. Reading All the Dangerous Things. Yes, The Familiar sounds so good. I did not. I know. I'm so sad. They didn't have them in Canada, and it was very expensive to get them from Barnes & Noble. So I did not. Tor Books and other publishers are doing flashy editions also. Yep, we are definitely starting to get a ton of like super nice editions. And I always said like Canada never had nice editions. So I'm very excited to be seeing them. Like when I go to bookstores, when I go to places, I'm like, I can finally have pretty shelves like everybody else. Because the only book that I had with sprayed edges was Fourth Wing.
Yeah, that's that's it. Yeah.
That was literally it, which I don't have my Fourth Wing sprayed edges edition anymore because I didn't mind Fourth Wing, but I didn't love it. And Crystal loved it and missed out on the sprayed edges. So I was like, well, we'll fix that. Hello, Stacy and Steph. Just joining, reading a cozy mystery called Hooks Can Be Deceiving and would love to finish it here tonight. Well, we have two, maybe three, probably just two though, of 1 hour sprints left. So we've got lots of reading to still do. Feel you about the lack of special editions. We don't get many here in Australia either, right? And I'm always, anytime I watch, like, especially, like, I know US booktubers get a lot of nice editions too, but UK booktubers have so many pretty editions. And I'm like, I want those. I want these in my life, but I don't have them.
Okay, you keep reading. I need to go check on my banana bread. Otherwise, it's going to burn and all my hard work's going to be for nothing.
Run! Save the banana bread. It's so funny. Nearly halfway finished with Eye of the World. I've got 10 days to finish the last 16 and a half hours. You definitely can do it because it does speed up in the second half of that book for sure. It's taking dedication and 11 days from for all the 14 hours of Faybound. You can do it. I have faith in you. Just ate dinner, but also got to 42% of the Banded Queens and did some diamond painting. No, we did have Targets, but for a very small period of time. Target came to Canada and it did not go well. They did not prepare to be in Canada correctly. So you would go into Target and the shelves would be completely empty. Like for months. Like there was nothing. They would have pieces of paper on the shelf to tell you what should be on the shelves. Like
What's
printed
this
out
for?
pictures. Target in Canada.
Wait, do you still have Target in Canada?
No, I'm telling
Okay.
them of the disaster that was Target in Canada.
Oh yeah. I liked it though the few months it was here.
It was a disaster.
Like
And
nothing was cheap though. Like it was ridiculous to buy like anything
yeah.
food wise there. I liked their clothing section. That was great time for 6 months. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
It was not it was pretty much a disaster. And I think it's sad because I don't think I've really experienced Target the way US people have Target. Do you know what I mean? Because they talk about Target like it's like
Yeah.
the motherland.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've never experienced that kind of
Oh, see,
Target.
like I'm close to the border, so I've gone
You
over it
can
quite a
go
few
over.
times. Like not I don't go a lot, but I have been quite a few times and it's better than it was in Canada.
That's fair. I've don't think I've ever been to a US Target because like if I go to the US, I don't go to Target.
No, I wasn't
Because
going
like if
for Target, but it
I'm
was
going
like
for like a trip, not
yeah.
just to like pop over the border because I don't live anywhere near a US
Oh,
border
yeah,
to pop
for
over.
sure.
Um, ooh, which book to start? Winter's Orbit or Hell Followed Us or Spellbound? I think I would pick Winter's Orbit from this list. I haven't read any of them, but I know like what they're about, and that would be my choice. Kelsey, do you have an opinion?
I don't know either of these, so I don't.
So I Winter's Orbit, but Ro is saying Spellbound and Bree is saying Winter's Orbit.
Okay, I'm
So
gonna say Spellbound.
and then
Hopefully.
we have a Hell Followed Us. So we're actually all over the place. We're not helping at all.
Well, yeah, we're the
um
worst.
we're not helping at all. Um there isn't much good about the UK. We need those special editions to go with the dumpster fire. That is okay.
Same.
That's fair.
Same.
That's fair. Fair enough. Have to wait on Eye of the World to come back around to me before I can finish it. I remember that Libby stole it from you. Very rude. It was very rude of it. You have Target, but you don't think it's the same as the US either. So it's not as good. Don't think they have everything they do in the US. Yeah. Yes, they did. Quite a bit. Oh, we have another vote for
I
Spellbound.
think they failed because they opened well, I don't know about all of Canada,
I
but
think
they
they
opened
opened
way
way
too
too many
many
stores at once. It was
in
like
Ontario, yeah,
way too
and I was
many.
like, there doesn't need to be like I think in my city there were 3 opened and then another one supposed to be opening, which never ended up opening.
Mhm.
So,
They opened way too many in way too small of a
I
space.
say bring back Zellers, but like back how it was back in the day.
Right? They closed Zellers. Zellers sold to Target, so they closed all the Zellers to make them Targets, and then
The
Target was
worst
here
idea.
for, like, no time at all, and Zellers was the best. I
Zellers
still
was
stand on
amazing.
that.
They have this like I don't know if you heard the Bay, like Hudson's Bay took over like
Mhm.
they're kind of doing like this little Zellers
Yeah,
thing. And I checked it out and it was
not
like
the same.
not at all what I was expecting.
Mm-mm. The Zellers restaurant,
I know. Amazing.
perfect. Is the banana bread okay?
Oh yes. Yes. It it is okay. It probably wouldn't have been okay because it was just getting a little like almost too much, so too dark. So perfect timing.
Cece, what kind of vibes are you looking for? Because Ro will help us more with the vibes, which I think is actually a great question since we're all over the place. Targets everywhere, and I definitely love them. And oh, yes, we were worried about the banana bread.
I know I was a little worried. I was like, okay,
I
I'm
saw
looking
you
at
kind
this
of checking
too.
your
I'm like,
phone.
I'm like,
I saw
get
you.
the banana bread out. My boyfriend's not answering, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go down then. He's playing his video game, so he's not even like paying attention, probably.
He's like, why is she texting me?
He probably didn't even know. Like, he probably did not even see it. He wouldn't like. He knows like if I tell him to do something, he'll do it. Like he'll know, but like he probably didn't even see it.
That's funny. the company I work for, they have their restaurants, then decided to open kiosks in supermarkets. Yeah, I do miss Zellers, and like you said, they are bringing them back, but it's not the same.
It's not even moderately the same. Like, if someone said, like, "Ooh, Zellers, like, I wanna check it out when I get here, that little section in Hudson
Mhm.
Bay," I'd be like, "Don't bother." Like, that is not what Zellers was like whatsoever,
No. Zellers was
like, at
great.
all. Nothing's like the '90s, like, that was the best time, I feel like.
I agree, 100%.
Yeah.
Opened 200 within a year and ended up losing so much money. They've had to franchise the kiosk because they can't sustain it themselves. Yeah.
Yep.
I think that was the main problem with Target is they tried to open way too many locations across Canada with not enough planning and not enough,
And, like,
like,
not
things.
reasonable prices
No.
compared to Walmart, so it was like, "Okay, why would people really shop there over
And I
Walmart?"
think that was because they were trying to do a direct exchange rate from, like, what they sell it in the US
Yes.
to Canadian dollars, which is basically double.
Yeah.
Like, you have to double the price to almost hit Canadian dollars, especially at the time they were open. Like, now it's less of a difference, but
Yeah.
there was a time where, like, the Canadian dollar was double what the American dollar was.
Yeah.
And so, to do that exact exchange just, like, did not work. It
Yeah.
did not work. There's reasons why I left. Thank you. I don't have water with me right now, but I do have my water that's been filtered through beans. So, so many of the things to buy. Yes. I think I would like Target if we had a, like the real Target, but
I think so, but if, like, you asked me one store I would want back, it would be Zellers over Target or Sears. It would not be
I
Target.
agree with both of those.
Yeah.
Winter's Orbit. That's the one I picked. So we're both doing the sci-fi this month. I've been
I'm waiting to see how you do with sci-fi because you like it more, I think. I've never read sci-fi.
Yeah. No, I
So
definitely like it more.
I'm gonna see what you like, and then I'm gonna try one out probably.
I read one last month and it got 5 stars. And that was How High We Fall in the Dark.
Is that the one Leandra told me to read?
Yes, because I screamed at Leandra to read it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
And this month I'm reading Dune and Murderbot. I know that much. If I
Okay.
read
Dune
any
is
more
one
than
that
that,
I've seen.
who knows? Have Coffee too.
Yes.
Yes. The
The
scented
glittery
gel pen?
ones. I had a whole pack.
Absolutely. 100%. Okay, let's go into another sprint. Let me reset the cat, and I will see everyone in an hour. Hello, friends. So I don't know if you noticed, but I did extend the timer during that sprint. I'm sure you did. There's a little bit of stuff going on around here tonight. Something's going on that I'm not going to talk about online because it's about my son and he has not consented to be online. But I think that's going to have to be our last sprint because he needs mama upstairs, and I grandma's up there, but he needs his mom. So unfortunately, I am gonna have to end these. We'll chat for a couple minutes, but I am gonna have to end these a little bit early, and I do apologize for that. I never do it, but I know you all are so wonderful and understand that life happens. Life happens, everyone, and I will be back here on Tuesday night with regularly scheduled sprints. Thank you, Katie. Everything is fine. It's not a big deal, but he needs mama. And so we're just gonna do a quick chat update for just a couple of minutes, and then I'm gonna end these. And I know everyone understands. Kels, how'd you get on?
So I switched over to Powerless, read up to 33 pages. And then I'm gonna finish this tonight. First Light wins. I only have 20 pages, so I'm gonna finish after sprints now.
Yeah. So there we go. So I did not get as much reading done in that as I wanted to, because obviously life happens, and I hate to end these really quickly, but I am going to have to just for this one time. And I do really apologize. I feel bad. But I know that and you're all putting such lovely comments that you understand, and everything is fine. It's not anything major, but it is something that I need to go deal with. So instead of putting us into another sprint and then me being stressed to have to come back, I'm just going to end these a little bit early. And I will see you on Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then also on Thursday at noon. But I am going to head out with that. And thank you, everyone, for understanding that we had to end these a little bit abruptly. I know the community is amazing and is understanding of things like that. So we're going to head out, and we will see you all. I will see you Tuesday. Kelsey, I'm sure will be on.
I am actually joining you on Tuesday. I did sign up for it, so
Perfect.
I will be there Tuesday.
Awesome. I was like, there's Battle of the Girl Bands happening all week. So
I forget who else is with us, but we will see.
Thank you, Christina, for reminding me, because I'm in a bit of a harried state. So I do appreciate this. Nicole is sprinting right now. So you can do that. And Mel was also thinking about sprinting. So Mel may also have some sprints happening as well. So there's lots. Oh, perfect. Mel is going to do sprints too. So there's sprints, everyone. Go and sprint with everyone else. And thank you so much for understanding. And we will see you on Tuesday. Bye, everyone.